Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back for some more California Collegiate League action between the Arroyo Seco Saints and the visiting Orange County Riptide. First pitch coming up in just a few moments. Mitchell LaFave, myself joined by Nicolette Rojo for the broadcast. Looking at the teams, the Arroyo Seco Saints and Orange County Riptide both coming in with a 4-3 record. The Saints winners of their last two matchups. Been a bit of a streaky team. They won their first two, then fell three straight over the weekend and on Tuesday, and then have won their last two on Wednesday and Thursday against the San Luis Obispo Blues and the Santa Barbara Foresters. It's a beautiful evening here in Pasadena, California, Jackie Robinson Memorial Field. Currently 73 degrees at first pitch. Slight breeze blowing out into left center field.
Perfect weather for baseball.
On the mound for the Saints, Justin Kleinsorge. First pitch of the game popped up into shallow right field. David Reyna comes in and will make the one-handed grab for the first out of the inning and for the first out of the game.
Perfect start. One pitch, one out. Very good start, not only for Kleinsorge, but for the Saints. So it's always exciting to get your first out on the very first pitch of the game.
Second pitch of the inning is taken in for called strike one. Looking at the starting lineup for the Riptide, leading off the second baseman Carson Matthews. He popped up. Currently up to bat, Michael Peabody. Batting third, Connor Obi. In the cleanup spot, Daniel Young, Andre Antone. Batting fifth, Chad Crosby. Batting sixth. In the seven-hole, Connor Aoki. Batting eighth, Antonio Cruz. And rounding things off, Blake Evans. 1-1 pitch. In for a called strike two. Defensive alignment for the Saints. I said Justin Kleinsorge on the mound. His battery mate this evening, Matt Thomas. Over at first base, Charlie Harrigan. At second base, Morgan Allen. Cut on and miss for strike three. Two quick outs here to start the top of the first.
Excellent start by Kleinsorge, getting him with that curveball with a little last-minute movement to get the swing and miss.
Continuing the defensive alignment, Oscar Serratos over at shortstop, Tito Robles at third base, Nolan Tressler in left, Christian Scott in center, and David Reyna in right field. So Connor Obi now in the box for the Riptide from UT Arlington. Kleinsorge making good work. 0-2 the count right now to Obi. Obi has started 4 games for the Riptide so far this season. So 2 misses, well high. Currently batting .250 in his 4 appearances. 4 hits and 16 at-bats. 2 extra base hits, 1 double and 1 triple. Line drive over to shortstop. Serratos will make the grab on that one for the final out of the inning. We head now to the bottom of the first in a scoreless ball game. You're listening to the Saints on YouTube Live, the official broadcasting home for Arroyo Seco baseball. Back for the bottom of the first inning here at Jackie Robinson Memorial Field in Pasadena, as Christian Scott looks to lead things off for the Saints. First pitch, ground ball up the middle. That'll get through. And the leadoff single for Chris. Couple games he's been hit. In the sixth spot, Charlie Harrigan. Batting seventh, Matt Thomas. Batting eighth, Oscar Serratos. Rounding things off for the Saints. In their lineup, David Reyna. And the defensive alignment for the Riptide on the mound, Ricky Reynoso. His battery mate, Connor Aoki. Over at first base, Daniel Jung. At second base, Carson Matthews. Shortstop, Blake Evans. Third base, Andre Antone. Over in left, Michael Peabody. In center, Connor Obi. And in right field, Chad Crosby. 1-2 count here to Morgan Allen. So Reynoso will toss that one over to first. Christian Scott back in safely.
During Reynoso's junior year at University of Pacific, he has struck out 71 batters, so he has shown that he can be an efficient strikeout pitcher.
Got Scott leaning. He's picked off now in a rundown. Jung will toss it over to Evans, and he'll make the tag on Scott. So leadoff base hit now erased on the pickoff move from Reynoso.
That's just a great move by Reynoso, and Scott tried to get him to jump, but was not fooled. And it helps as a left-handed pitcher where you're just basically right in front of first base, and it makes it easier. And couldn't pull up his Benny the Jet Rodriguez PF Flyers there.
Fly ball into right field. Crosby played perfectly on that one. So Morgan Allen now retired for the second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Saints, left fielder, number 37.
Going back to that pickoff move. Reynoso, as the lefty, he's got a slow, picks his leg up slowly, kind of holds it. Really good way to be able to see if the runner on first is going to move or not. And you got Scott leaning too far on that for the first out. So in steps Nolan Tressler for the Saints. Started out in center in the first couple games, is now playing left field this evening. The 1-0 off-speed pitch swung on and missed. So Tressler's made 6 starts so far this season. So far in this Collegiate League season, batting .286, 6 hits in 21 at bats. But he has walked 4 times. The 1-2. Breaking ball in the dirt, taken. Now leaving up the count at 2. The 2-2 chopped onto first. That'll stay in fair territory. Jung will grab it and take it to the base himself. And the side is retired. So the Saints lead things off with the base hit, with Christian Scott being picked off. Not able to get anything going. We head now to the top of the second inning. Score still tied at 0-0. You're listening to the Saints on YouTube Live, the broadcasting home of Arroyo Seco baseball. Top of the second inning at Jackie Robinson Memorial Field. As Daniel Jung looks to get things going for the Riptide. First pitch is a breaking ball. Misses high for ball one. The 1-0 line foul, just foul. So that could have been trouble if it landed in fair territory getting into the corner. The 1-1 fouled off behind the plate. Jung, now an incoming senior at the University of Notre Dame, is from Orange County, though. Line drive into center field. Scott comes on, but he'll have to play that on a hop. And Daniel Jung lead things off for the Riptide here in the top of the second with a single.
Good piece of hitting by Jung, hitting that outside curve, slow curve of the corner at just barely at the end of his bats, and Scott played a little too deep, and despite the good hustle, just hopped right in front of him.
In steps Andre Antone. First pitch, a big swing and a miss. Antone, a 6'5", 230 pounds, now incoming sophomore at UC Irvine. The 1-1 pitch from Kleinswords, breaking ball in there for a called strike two.
Now, Antone has shown in the previous two matchups against the Saints that he has good power, so look for Kleinswords to go with an outside pitch, and he does, but misses.
Not a bad spot, doesn't miss by much. Count's now even at 2. Antone in his freshman season at UC Irvine played in 27 games. 2-2 pitch, fouled off to the right side. Did bat only 194, had 12 hits in 62 at-bats. Picked up 3 doubles. Two once again, breaking ball, ground ball up the middle. The Riptide now back-to-back hits to start the second inning.
Good job by Antone staying on top of that ball.
Right fielder, number 7, Chad Crosby.
So with back-to-back singles, like you just said, the Riptide, what they love to do is they're really big fans of small ball. They would definitely I expect them to go for an aggressive hit and run situation right here with 2 on, no outs, as they've consistently have shown to have done that in the past, particularly against the Saints.
With those 2 leadoff singles in the first inning, Kleinswords made quick work. Ball lined into left center field. Scott will trot over and make the grab for the first out of the inning. Jung and Antone will stay where they are on the bases.
Now batting for the Riptide.
Kind of jinxed him a bit, but it worked in the Saints' favor, so. Broadcast curse still lives on.
Always.
Reminded me of Harry Potter for a quick second.
Connor Aoki, the catcher, now in at the plate. First pitch breaking ball in for a called strike. Aoki will be a sophomore at BYU. He's from Huntington Beach, so staying with his hometown summer collegiate team. A one popped foul. Harrigan and Thomas will look, but that's all they'll do is that ball will land out of play. Aoki kind of small for a catcher, only 5'10", 185 pounds. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball just misses outside for ball one. Now, Matt and I had the pleasure of interviewing Klein Sorge game one of the season. And he told us that he really likes using his breaking ball. That's kind of his go-to pitch, his out pitch. We've seen it quite a bit so far this inning. That one is a fastball that misses too far high and in. Hits Aoki, and that'll load the bases with one out here in the second.
We just unfortunately lost control of that fastball.
Designated hitter.
It happens to all pitchers at some point. Just got to get the next one and try to get out of this inning. Good news is you do have a double play opportunity at home plate.
So Antonio Cruz, the designated hitter, now into the box. Klein Sorge going back to the windup. Ball gets past Thomas behind the plate. And a run will come in to score on the wild pitch. So two straight errant fastballs from Klein Sorge. That gives the Riptide an early 1-0 lead. Ball popped to the right side, and that'll also get out of play. One pitch. Breaking ball misses high and in. So 2-1 the count. High fastball got Cruz to think about it, but he held up. It's 3-1 the count. First base is open. Swing and a miss draws the count full. This is a situation where you can really kind of go for your strikeout pitch, maybe try and get the batter chasing out of the zone, because if he doesn't swing, you do have first base open. But, if you get him swinging, you're out of the inning. And that he does. Curveball in the dirt, check swing, but Cruz can't hold up. And that'll be the second out of the inning.
Batting for the Riptide.
Once again, broadcasting curse happening here. As for Klein Sorge, that's just a good job of him, like you mentioned right now. Trusting your pitch, trusting your mechanics, and worst case scenario, you walk the guy, you had a base available. But good movement on that breaking ball, got him swinging.
So shortstop Blake Evans now into the bat. He's the number 9 hitter for the Riptide. Blake Evans attends Georgia Southern University, as do Nolan Tressler and Hayden Harris on the Saints. 1-0 misses low. 2-0 delivery. Swing and foul that into the catcher's mitt. 2-1 the count. Two-one breaking ball in there for a called strike 2. Evans didn't really like the call. So Kleinsorge, 1 strike away from escaping this jam with only 1 run in. The 2-2, another breaking ball, fought off foul behind the third base dugout.
Two count with 2 outs and 2 on. Look for him to go back with his go-to pitch or even try to throw off the hitter with an outside fastball, as Evans has struck out so several times this year with that heater.
Goes with the breaking ball, but he'll roll over it to second base. Allen will throw on to first for the final out of the inning. But the Riptide do get 1 run. It comes on 2 hits. No errors, 2 men left on base. We head now to the bottom of the second inning. Score 1-0. You're listening to the Saints on YouTube Live, the broadcasting home for Arroyo Seco baseball. We're back for the bottom of the second inning here at Jackie Robinson Memorial Field. Andy Garriola looks to lead things off for the Saints. Saints also look to get that 1 run back. First pitch, breaking ball, big swing and a miss from Garriola. Garriola, the Conference USA Freshman of the Year at Old Dominion this past season. Chopped. Foul. Watching him hit, we know he's got some power. We see that in his swing, really kind of going for what seems like going for the fences every time he swings the bat. Takes a big cut at that one, but comes up empty. As Garriola goes down, swinging for the first out of the second inning.
Good cutter from Reynoso, and as for Garriola, definitely been struggling the last couple of games. Like you mentioned, going for that long ball, which he definitely has the confidence, and of course, you have the power to go for it, but unfortunately, slumps happen in baseball, but that's when you just got to talk to yourself, and improve, and just try to get out of it, as baseball is not only physical, but it's definitely a very big mental game as well.
Tito Robles into the box. He skies that one very high into shallow right field, and Carson Matthews loses it in the sun. It's a little drop in, and Robles gets himself free base.
Not necessarily not top 10 Sports Center worthy, but good piece of hitting, and can't control Mother Nature sometimes with a high pop-up into the sun and no sunglasses.
And with the sun low and kind of behind the plate, almost looking into right field, very hard ball to read. First pitch into Charlie Harrigan. In for a called strike one.
His fall is pretty much me on Mondays, so I guess I can relate there.
The 0-1 misses high. Harrigan over at first base today. We've seen him in the outfield in his previous starts. Rolls that one over to the first base dugout. Harrigan has appeared in 5 games, batting .071. He's looking to turn things around. 2-2 the count. In 14 plate appearances, only has picked up 1 hit. Has struck out 4 times. But he has walked twice as well. Chopped that one foul down the first base line.
Even if he just gets a blooper single or something, that will definitely bring up his confidence, because sometimes you got to build up slowly. Other times, you just got to take what the pitcher gives you and go from there.
Pick off move, but Robles will walk back in safely. Now, it's not like Harrigan has been striking out every time. Again, he's only struck out 4 times in 14 plate appearances. He's been putting the ball in play a lot, just hasn't been able to see those hits fall. Fastball on the outside corner just misses. That'll draw the count full. So full count, 1 out in the bottom of the second. Sometimes a full count and 1 out. Teams do like to put the runner in motion. Might be tough with the lefty, but they do send him. But the ball will miss inside for ball 4. Harrigan draws the walk.
Now batting for the Saints, catcher number 27, Matt Thomas.
There was 2 on. Definitely look for Thomas to take advantage here with Robles in scoring position.
Matt Thomas appeared in 2 games this season. He's not picked up a hit in his 5 at-bats, though he has driven in 2 runs. Skies that one into left center field. Left fielder Michael Peabody will run over to make the catch. Robles and Harrigan will hold at their respective bases. So 2 outs now here in the second.
For the Saints, shortstop number 3, Oscar Serratos.
As the Saints shortstop, Oscar Serratos looks to cash in here with 2 outs. First pitch lined, foul down the right field line. I've seen the Saints be quite aggressive at the plate so far this game. A lot of first pitch swinging.
Trying to match the Riptide's aggressiveness here.
Ball misses well outside. Serrato's in 5 games, currently batting .158. 3 hits and 19 at-bats. He's been the victim of the most amount of strikeouts. He's struck out 8 times so far this season. A 1-1 misses outside again. It's 2-1 the count now to Serratos. Aoki goes to talk things over with Reynoso.
This little mound visit's not necessary. I don't think it's necessarily to calm him down, but just to kind of help him. Because knowing that Serratos has struck out a lot of times, just to, I guess, you can give him a little pep talk, but also just try to get him swinging at anything, whether it's low, high, as so far Reynoso likes to go with that breaking ball inside. And also you have 2 outs.
Big lead from Robles over at second base. Serratos will call time at the box before Reynoso is able to start his delivery. Robles doing a good job distracting the pitcher from his main objective at the plate. 2-1, a big swing. Serratos will come up empty. 2-2 the count. Deuces are wild. 2 on, 2 out. A 2-2 count in the second inning.
Second time this game.
2-2 pitch. Breaking ball just misses outside. Reynoso thought he had that call. Started taking a couple steps towards the dugout. So with the full count and 2 outs, the runners will be on the move. So any ball hit to the outfield is now guaranteed a run scored. Reynoso turns back to look at Robles over at second, make sure he wasn't going before he could deliver the pitch.
And a little way to jinx him a little bit.
The 3-2 pitch misses once again for ball 4. Saints dugout liking that. Kind of giving credit to Tito Robles for distracting the pitcher just a bit.
Batting for the Saints, right fielder, number 4, David.
And anything you can deliver to your team doesn't necessarily have to be on the hitting side, but even just while on base, any little thing to throw off the pitcher or throw off an infielder, etc., is a positive for your team.
It's also the second full count walk issued this inning by Reynoso. So bases loaded with 2 outs for David Reyna, the Saints right fielder. Takes that first one low and in the dirt. Good block from Aoki, keeping Robles over at third base. This is well high and outside, so 2-0 the count. And Aoki once again going back to talk things over with Reynoso. So one of the Riptide's coaches now goes out to join the conversation on the mound.
Now this pitching visit's likely a little more, I wouldn't say constructive, but just more to give him, as he pats him right there, just to give him some confidence. Yes, there's 2 outs, bases loaded. He's been off. This is, again, back-to-back batters where he's fallen behind early in the count. But he has also shown that he could come back. So it's also a reminder from the coach saying, hey, you've got this. You got 2 outs. You're 3 strikes away from getting out of the inning.
The 2-0 pitch, a big swing from Reyna. That ball is back at the track. Goodbye, adios baseball. A Pasadinger here at Brookside Park. Grand slam, David Reyna.
His name may not be Big Al, but he definitely hits dingers.
Now the Saints got that one and more back. The big grand slam from David Reyna.
Now batting for the Saints.
Excellent
Center
follow
fielder,
through
number 12, Christian
by Reyna. Was able
Scott.
to, you can definitely tell he was going for that pitch. Fastball in that got them pretty much the heart of the plate, and he stayed on track of that one and definitely made the Saints go marching all the home plate and definitely got 4 runs on the board. Excellent start here for the Saints.
Got that 2-0 fastball, especially after that visit to the mound. Reynoso wanted to get that strike over the plate, get back in the game. That ball lined down the right field line. That'll drop in. So the ball rolls all the way to the corner, and Scott hustles all the way over to third base for a 2-out triple.
With Jackie Robinson Field's unique field aligning, right field, 345 feet, and that ball got almost all the way, actually got to the warning track all the way there, and with good speed of Christian Scott and a lefty, easily jog to third base, keeping the momentum up for the Saints.
The ball landed maybe about halfway down the line, but with the right fielder shifted pretty far over towards center field, shading that right center gap. Ball was able to roll all the way to the corner, and Christian Scott with good speed in there, standing with a triple. 0-2 fouled off by Morgan Allen. So Morgan Allen looking to keep things going for the Saints. Already 4 runs in on that grand slam. One-two pitch called, strike 3. Not a very emphatic call from the umpire. Kind of silent from everyone. But that'll do it for the Saints here in the second. But they pick up 4 runs on 3 hits. The big one, that grand slam from David Reyna. Call it a Brookside bomb if you want. We head now to the 3rd inning. The Saints now with a 4-1 lead. You're listening to the Saints on YouTube Live, the broadcasting home for Arroyo Seco baseball. We're back for the top of the third. And a 4-1 ball game. Saints picking up 4 in the bottom of the second. Again with the grand slam from David Reyna. First pitch in from Klein Sorge. Misses for ball 1. It's back to the top of the order for the Riptide. Carson Matthews leading things off. Flew out on the first pitch of the game. Takes a big swing at the curveball. Gets a piece of it, but into the glove of Matt Thomas behind the plate. So 1-2 the count. High fastball cut on and missed. For strike 3. That'll be the first out of the third inning.
Now batting
Good decision
for the
right there for
Riptide, left fielder, number
Klein Sorge to
36,
go back with that heater,
Michael
as he's
Peabody.
been utilizing his breaking ball, which has been working so far. But sometimes you also want to mix up the hitters, so why not go with your secondary or sometimes your third pitch and go with a high fastball or whatever fits your, whatever works for you.
Check swing. Umpire over at third base says he did not go around. So a 1-0 count to Michael Peabody, the Riptide left fielder. Two-0. Curveball in for a called strike. Not your typical 2-0 pitch. The batter, you're really looking for a fastball in one particular spot. Good pitch from Klein Sorge, freezing Peabody on that one. Another breaking ball and another called strike. 2-2 the count.
Good job by Thomas framing up that curveball to get the call.
Two-two pitch, fastball driven out to right center field. Reyna goes back. He'll play that off the wall. He'll get that ball in quickly, but not before Peabody races around to second base. He'll get in there with a standing one-out double.
Now batting for the Riptide, center fielder.
Good piece of
number
hitting
2,
from Peabody as he was able to keep up with that ball. Nearly crushed it, and Reyna was playing pretty far, and as he tried to, luckily he went, as he hustled to right center field, and good effort to throw it quick enough to avoid more damage.
Curveball chopped over to third. Robles with a leaping grab. He'll throw on to first for the second out of the inning. Michael Peabody not able to advance as Robles looked him back.
Riptide, first baseman, number 11.
Really good play from Robles. It was a chopper, and
Jung.
Robles kind of playing medium depth, near even with the third base bag. Was able to jump up and grab it, and he had time to look Peabody back to second base and fire on to first base. So the first pitch into Jung, in for a strike. Jung singled in his first plate appearance back in the second inning. Came around to score for the first run of the ball game. I say back in the second, it is the third inning.
Time goes by fast.
Peabody jumping around at second base. But a good breaking ball from Klein Sorge gets Jung swinging at a pitch in the dirt.
Once again, showing success with that breaking ball. That one had a lot of command, command and movement. See if he goes back with it again.
1-2 pitch with 2 outs. Fastball chopped foul. First base coach couldn't quite make the grab on it. So the count remains at 1-2. Once again, it's a 4-1 ball game here in the top of the third. All runs coming in the second inning. 1-2 pitch, another breaking ball, and another foul from Jung. He's fighting to stay alive at the plate. Another 1-2 delivery. And once again, another foul. This one back. It's coming over our heads. Stopped by the fence, though.
I don't know why I even flinched. Like you said, we're protected by a fence, but
So 3 straight fouls in this at bat from Jung. Make that 4 as that one is fouled off down the left field line. Another thing to know, Peabody getting a really big secondary over at second base. Really looking to score on a ball hit to the outfield. Another breaking ball, and feel like I'm on repeat, another foul ball.
lucky number 5.
They make that 5 in a row. But Jung really doing a good job staying alive in this at-bat. Wait until he gets his pitch. And that he does. A high drive to right field. Reyna back at the wall, but he turns and watches that one fly off the top of the net and back into play, but that netting being beyond the fence. It's a 2-run home run from Daniel Jung. Now a 3-1 ball game.
That's excellent piece of hitting and patience from Jung right there. As you mentioned, 5 straight foul balls, showing the aggressiveness on the plate. Got his pitch, and he was ready for that, and he crushed that to right field, hitting the net, so it will count as a home run.
Yeah, Kleinster was just unable to put away Jung in that last at-bat, throwing everything he had at him, breaking pitches and fastballs alike, but Jung fouled off the stuff he didn't like and got that one that he did. He sent it a long way. Oh, pitch to Antone, lined into center field. Scott gets around it but can't handle it. And Antone, being aggressive, will get to second base. Chalk that up, probably has a single and an error from the center fielder, Christian Scott.
Number 7, Chad Crosby.
Antone continuing to show his success here against the Saints, and once again, his aggressiveness. As for the Saints, you had a man in scoring position, 4-3, still 2 outs. But Riptide has shown, as you've seen so far this game, the love for small ball and that they have speed and power.
You know, one pitch to Crosby, curveball in the dirt. Gets Crosby to chase, 0-2. Two runs home so far this inning for the Riptide. They do have a man on second. 2 outs. Antone getting a big lead. Breaking ball just misses outside. Tried to backdoor him. Doesn't get the call. One, two, fouled off to the left side. Kleinsorge now at 60 pitches through 2 2/3 innings. Credit that to some long at-bats. Notably this inning by Daniel Jung. Another 1-2. One hopper over to Morgan Allen at second base. Toss on to first. Not the best throw, but Harrigan will pick that one. And that'll do it for the Riptide in the top of the third, but not before they get 2 runs, thanks to the big home run from Daniel Jung. We'll head now to the bottom of the third. Now a 4-3 ball game. You're listening to the Saints on YouTube Live, the broadcasting home for your Arroyo Seco Saints.
Dressler.
Bottom of the third inning. There at Jackie Robinson Memorial Field. Nolan Tressler is leading things off for the Saints. Going to get those 2 runs back. First pitch of the inning, skied into shallow center. Blake Evans goes out, but is called off by Connor Obie, center fielder, and he'll come in and make the grab. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Ricky Reynoso.
Now batting for the Saints.
Good way to bring up your confidence if you're Reynoso. Struggling in the previous inning. Gave up 4 runs so far, but a quick out like this one hopefully will help him. Will help you get back in the groove. Well, looking to, I should say.
Andy Garriola now into the box. Struck out swinging in his first at-bat. He takes that first one wide for ball 1. Garriola with a big swing. Comes up empty. Might have hit the catcher on the backswing. He looked back, looked like he said something to the catcher. One pitch. Fly ball to right field. Crosby going back. Kind of spins during his route, but he'll make the grab at the wall for the second out of the inning. A loud second out.
Now batting for
Good job by
Saints,
Crosby.
Third baseman, number 17.
Not taking his eye off the ball, even if you have to put a little spin to that back in the outfield. Made the grab to get that second out. As for Garriola, just keep hitting and keep trying. That's all you can do.
First pitch to Robles misses outside. I mean, really couldn't hit the ball really any farther without it being a home run. Crosby, though, able to track that one down. 1-0 fouled back. Robles singled in his first at-bat. Came around to score. A 1-2 pitch. Another foul from Robles. Three straight fouls after taking the first pitch in the at-bat. So shakes off the catcher a few times, gets the pitch he likes, but misses. Well, high and outside, evens up the count at 2. Four-three ball game here. It's another foul from Robles. So 4-3 ball game. Saints scored 4, all back in the bottom of the second inning. The grand slam from David Reyna. Riptide picked up 1 in the top of the second on a wild pitch and 2 in the top of the third on the home run from Daniel Jung. Another 2-2 delivery. Cut on and missed for strike 3. And the Saints are retired in order. We're heading out to the 4th inning. Still a 4-3 ball game. You're listening to the Saints on YouTube Live, the official broadcasting home for Arroyo Seco baseball. Top of the 4th inning at Jackie Robinson Memorial Field as Connor Aoki steps into the box for the Riptide. The catcher was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Clarence Orge out for his 4th inning of work. Ground ball to third, smothered by Robles. Fires on to first. And Aoki is retired for the first out of the 4th inning.
Now batting for the Riptide, designated hitter, number 1, Antonio Cruz.
So Antonio Cruz now in the box. Struck out swinging on a ball in the dirt in the 2nd inning. Chop foul behind the plate. A kind of excuse me swing from Cruz. It's 1-2 the count. One-two breaking ball taken by Cruz, evens up the count at 2. Shadows now starting being cast over the field. Breeze has died down a bit. Another breaking ball swung on and missed. As Cruz goes down for the second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Riptide. Shortstop.
It's a good pitch right there, going back with that curveball, trusting his mechanics. Starting to settle in a little bit after that rough third inning.
Clients Orange now with 4 strikeouts on the evening. As that first one to Blake Evans misses. On and fouled back. Evans grounded out to end the second inning with runners on second and third. Put it into their rally. Back at again in the top of the second. 1-1 breaking ball in for called strike 2.
See if he goes back with that breaking ball to get him to breeze by, just like a little breeze on the center.
He does go with the breaking ball. Is chopped on over to second. Allen moves to his right, makes the throw on over to first for the final out of the inning. And the Riptide are also, like the Saints were in the bottom of the third, retired in order. We'll head to the bottom half. Still a 4-3 ball game. You're listening to the Saints on YouTube Live, the broadcasting home for Arroyo Seco baseball.
Harrigan.
Bottom of the fourth inning in a 4-3 ball game at Jackie Robinson Field. As Charlie Harrigan looks to get things going for the Saints. Harrigan drew a full count walk in his first plate appearance. Grounds that one to second base. Carson Matthews makes a sliding stop on it, tosses over to first. And Harrigan is retired for the first out.
Good piece of hitting by Harrigan, just better defense
Now batting for the
by
Saints.
Matthews.
Catcher, number 27, Matt Thomas.
Again, Harrigan just struggling to find base hits. Again, just putting the ball in play, not able to get things to drop. And the Riptide will actually go on and make a pitching change. So that'll be it for Ricky Reynoso on the evening. As Sean Higgins will come on in to pitch for the Riptide. I'll tell you more about him. We'll take a quick timeout and return when the inning will get back underway. We resume action here in the bottom of the fourth. New pitcher on the mound for the Riptide, Sean Higgins from Santa Ana, California. Goes to Columbia University. So no slouch in the classroom either, representing the Ivy League. He's actually facing a fellow Ivy League competitor, Matt Thomas, who attends Harvard. Not only a battle between ball players, but pretty much a battle of the smarts. Ball fouled high, but it'll get out of play beyond the first base dugout.
Interesting fact is, in case y'all don't know out there, the Ivy Leagues are Division I, but they're also the only the D1 schools that don't offer athletic scholarships.
Skied into shallow right field. Matthews calls off Crosby and Young and will make the grab for the second out.
Now batting for the Saints, shortstop, number 3.
Good communication
Oscar
by the
Sorrells.
Riptide right there to avoid any collisions or injuries or any other fallacies.
Very similar play happened earlier where the ball dropped in for a hit. But with the sun going down, no longer a problem for Matthews at second base. Oscar Serratos in for his second plate appearance. Walked in his first at-bat. But finds himself down in the count 0-2 with 2 outs. Line drive snagged by Andre Antone at third base. A hard hit ball from Serratos. Unfortunately will not find grass, and that'll do it for the Saints in the bottom of the fourth. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We head now to the fifth inning. Still a 4-3 ball game. You're listening to the Saints on YouTube Live, your broadcasting home for Arroyo Seco baseball. Top of the 5th inning at Jackie Robinson Field. It's Justin Kleinsorge back out for his 5th inning of work. So not something we've really seen a lot of times, guys going, 2, 3, maybe 4 innings. Kleinsorge, though, currently out for 5. 74 total pitches in the game so far. As the 1-1 to Carson Matthews. Misses low. So Matthews, the Riptide leadoff batter, up for his 3rd at-bat. He's flown out and struck out swinging in his 2 at-bats. Then hitters count right now, though, 3-1. Hard ground ball foul down the third base line to draw the count full.
Matthews has struck out 11 times this evening, so.
Ball chopped up the middle. That'll get over Kleinsorge's head and into center field for a leadoff single. Carson Matthews now 1 for 3 on the evening.
Now batting for the Riptide, left fielder, number 36.
Good pitch from Kleinsorge,
Michael
just better
Peabody.
balance and piece of hitting from Matthews to pick up his first hit on the evening.
So Michael Peabody steps in for his 3rd plate appearance. Struck out swinging in his first at-bat and hit a long double into the right center gap in his last at-bat. Runner goes, pitch swung on a miss low. The throw down to second, not in time. Just a little bit high of a throw from Matthews from Matt Thomas allows Carson Matthews to slide in safely. Gets that ball a little lower. I think they've got him. So now a runner on second with nobody out. Broken bat, ground ball down the first base line. Peabody will go back to the dugout, get a new piece of lumber. It's always tough breaking your bat in a summer league. It's not like Major League Baseball where they got bats, 3, 4 bats per player per game.
And $1 million salaries to replace those
Exactly.
easily. Maybe within a few years that will change for a few of these guys.
So no 2 count with Peabody now with a new bat in his hands. Breaks that one again. He'll line it into shallow center. Carson Matthews will come around and score easily. Peabody drives him in with a broken bat single.
Not common to find a broken bat single, but if you're gonna get a second, bro, if you're gonna break your second back, you might as well get an RBI and tie up the game.
2, Connor Obi.
Not a bad pitch from Kleinsorge. Anytime you break an opposing player's bat, it's usually a sign that it was a good pitch, but Peabody was able to find the hole. Driving a run. Runner goes. Pitch misses high. The throw down to second. Not in time again. The Saints dugout not too happy with the call. Morgan Allen thought he had him. I thought they might have had him too.
From my side, I thought so too, but there's no instant replay that I know of. We don't got other cameras to go to the replay, so the just call will stand.
1-0 pitch. It's called strike 1. So once again with nobody out here in the 5th, the Riptide threaten with a runner on second. Big lead from Peabody. Runner goes again. That one will be fouled off by Obi. Peabody not only had a pretty big lead, had a really good jump on the play. But he'll have to head back to second on the foul ball. Kleinsorge checks on the runner. Kleinsorge now kind of split focus. The 1-2 pitch, curveball in the dirt, swung on and missed. Peabody got a good read on the ball in the dirt. He'll head to third. Thomas will throw it on over to first instead, as because of the good jump from Peabody, he was going to be able to slide in safely. So Thomas going with the for sure out. So 1 out now here in the top of the 5th. Runner on third.
First baseman, number 11, Daniel.
Riptide once again showing their aggressiveness on base. Not afraid to go to take off at any time. His first pitch is a ball outside, 1-0.
Pitch from Kleinsorge. Breaking ball. Misses outside. Kleinsorge dancing around the strike zone, maybe a little bit wary of what Junk did in his last at-bat. Another breaking ball, misses again outside. 3-0 the count. Now, if you're the Riptide, I would give Jung the green light, seeing as what he did in his last at-bat. We'll see what happens. Kleinsorge goes with a 3-0 breaking pitch.
I mean, it's a very good hitter's count for Jung.
3-1 chopped foul behind the plate. Kleinsorge up to 90 pitches now on the evening. The full count pitch. Breaking ball just misses. Kleinsorge thought he had the punch out. Home plate umpire thought differently, and Jung will jog down to first.
Now batting for the Riptide, third baseman.
Those calls are always frustrating as
Andre
a pitcher and as a team, but there's only one person making the call, so sometimes you just gotta You just move forward and try to get out of this inning.
So runners on the corner, and Jung will be on the move. The throw down to second. Jung stops and heads back to first. Riptide trying to run some sort of first and third play. Jung trying to get in a run down, maybe give Peabody time to be able to run down the line and score, but Saints are just going to let Jung get back to first base and reset. So Andre Antone is 2 for 2 so far in this game, 2 singles. Fouls off the 1-0 pitch. One breaking ball chopped to third. That'll be just foul. Top of the fifth, 4-4 ball game. The Riptide have picked up 1 run in the second, 2 in the third, and so far 1 here in the fifth. The Saints picking up all 4 in the bottom of the second. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, hard smash to short. Diving stop from Serratos. Gets the out at second, throw on to first. Not in time. So the fielder's choice
Now batting for the Riptide. Right fielder,
allows Peabody to cross the plate
Chad Crosby.
as the Riptide have now finally regained the lead. It's a 5-4 ball game.
Good effort on defense, but again, with the speed of the Riptide, can only do so much, and as they retake the lead and probably a pitching change, or at least they're going to discuss things over.
Kleinsor now with 95 pitches, as they will indeed go to the bullpen. I'll tell you who the new pitcher is and all about him after this quick timeout. Isaiah Ramos, the new pitcher for the Saints. Ramos has made 1 appearance so far in the season, 2 innings pitched, 2 runs allowed. He struck out 1 batter and walked 4. First pitch into Chad Crosby. Called strike 1. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good block from Thomas. Keeps Antone over at first. High leg kick on that one actually gets Antone to jump back to first, but pitch will miss low for ball 2. So Ramos a bit different from a lot of lefties. Has just a little quick pickup of his foot as he delivers. And so on that high leg kick, Antone thinking he was going to pick off. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball in the dirt. Again, blocked from Thomas. So full count here with 2 outs. Runner will be on the move with the pitch. Ramos gives a little fake toss over to first. 3-2 pitch, skied into right field. Reyna moves back. He's at the track and will make the grab for the final out of the inning. But the Riptide will pick up 2 more in the inning and regain the lead. It's a 5-4 ball game as we head now to the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to the Saints on YouTube Live, your broadcasting network for Arroyo Seco Baseball.
Bottom of the 5th inning here. Shauna Higgins out of Columbia University still remains on as David Reno will pop that in field. Jung is there. 1 down, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting for the Saints, center fielder
Reyna,
number 12.
like a lot of the Saints so far this game, being real aggressive. Again, swinging at the first pitch of the inning. Fortunately, got too much under that one.
Also can't really blame him, especially his previous at-bat. He hit that Brooks Field bomber of a grand slam. As the Riptide have a pitching change. Number 27, Michael DeFilippi out of University of Pacific. San Diego native. Also teammates with fellow Riptide pitcher Ricky Reynoso.
DeFilippi making it, or he's going to be his 4th appearance on the season. As far as thrown 8 2/3 innings. He's allowed 3 runs. Has struck out 4 batters and walked 2. Also
Ladies and
surrendered 10
gentlemen,
hits.
Attention, please. There's a pitching change for the Riptide. Now on the mound, number
In his first
27,
year at University of
Michael
Pacific, he
DeFilippi from the University of
appeared in
Pacific.
7 games, struck out 3, walked 6, and posted a 2.89 ERA. So he will face the top of the order here, beginning with Christian Scott. Scott hits that center field, and that drops in front for a base hit. Pick up his 3rd hit on
Now batting for
the night.
Saints. Second baseman, number 20, Morgan Allen.
We talked about Christian Scott kind of struggling to find some hits in his first few games. He's now 3 for 3 in this one.
Tosses it over to first. Nothing there. Brings up Morgan Allen, the second baseman, who's over 2 with a flyout and a strikeout.
Now Reynoso got Scott on the pickoff back in the bottom of the 1st. So it makes sense that DeFilippi, another lefty, is going to be keeping close tabs on Scott.
0-1 to Allen as he fouled off that pitch. And he hits that to right field, but that goes out of play. Oh and 2 count now to Allen. Tying run on first. Scott with good speed on the bases. Looking to tie this thing up. Those are first, just to keep an eye on Scott. Once again, nothing, just keeping a very good eye on the speedy Scott.
It's going to be a good situation for Allen with the pitcher distracted, thinking a runner might be going. You can get a good pitch to hit.
Throws that high, thinking Scott was going to take off. Remains in first. Count to Allen is now 1-2. With Tressler on deck. And Scott would take off. 1-2. Throws that to short to second. And he got him. Scott thought the shortstop might have gone off the base for a second.
Scott kind of just chirping at the shortstop. Thought he slid in safely. So Evans kind of tried to put the tag on him. Kind of came up short on the slide, tried to hop around.
So 2-2 count Now to Allen. Hits that to second. Routine play. And that will do it. 5 runs in the book. 5 innings in the books. The Riptide up 5-4. Heading in the top of the 6th inning. You're watching the Saints on YouTube Live, the official network of Arroyo Seco Baseball. And welcome back as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Isaiah Ramos back on the mound for the Saints. We'll face the bottom of the order with Aoki, Cruz, and Evans. First pitch is a swing and miss. 0-1 Aoki this evening. Then hit by a pitch and grounded out to third on his last appearance.
Aoki's been one of the better hitters for the Riptide in 8 games this season. That's both league and affiliated play. Batting over 300 with 2 home runs and as well as 3 doubles.
1-1 now to Aoki. At the belt in the middle of the plate, 1-2.
He's picked up 10 hits on the season as well, so half of his hits have gone for extra bases.
One and two. And he loses his bat.
It's an aggressive swing of the bat, to say the least. You know, we've seen our fair share of foul balls being hit back at us over the course of the season. First time a bat has made its way over near our table.
1-2. He fouls that one back. The count remains at 1-2. He fouls that one more time. Giving our ups team a little workout. Antonio Cruz, the designated hitter on deck. Grounds that to second. Routine play here. 1 down.
Now batting for the Riptide.
What you call a candy hop right over to Morgan Allen.
Number 1, Antonio
Popped
Cruz.
right into his glove. It belt level.
First pitch is a swing and miss at that curve in the dirt. 0-1. Cruz is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
Common theme so far in this game for Cruz. Swinging at the curves in the dirt.
1-1. Chops at the third. Robles throws across his body. Nearly had it.
And
Actually, they won't.
umpire say
He got it.
lost the ball on the transfer, so
For the Riptide.
count it for the second out of the inning.
Shortstop, number 15.
Good throw
Blake
and good
Evans.
scoop by Harrigan. So first pitch thrown behind Evans. Riptide dugout, hyping him up.
Yeah, both dugouts getting a bit chirpy. I mean, nothing, no ill intent behind that. We know that Ramos can be a bit wild on the mound. He's walked 4 batters through just his 2 innings of work.
3 of those came against the Riptide, actually. 1-1. Fouls that behind. So 1-2 to Evans. Swings and misses. Got him chasing the. And it looks like the scuffle going on. Benches are cleared.
Now Ramos on that strikeout pointed back over at Evans. So I think Evans was giving Ramos some heat on those first 2 pitches of the at-bat. Evans did not take too kindly to it. Immediately threw his bat and his helmet down. Got both benches to clear. Thankfully with no punches thrown or anything. Just some good, clean arguing, I guess.
I mean, no one had to pull a door to Bautista, so that's always interesting, nice. So then top of the 6th inning, after that quick little disagreement, Riptide still up 5-4. You're watching the Saints on YouTube Live, the official network of Arroyo Seco Baseball.
Number 37, Nolan.
Welcome back. If you're just
Tressler.
tuning in, you just missed a little scuffle between the Saints and the Riptide, but bottom of the 6th inning. DeFilippi's still on the mound for the Riptide. He will face Tressler, Garriola, and Robles. First pitch is in the dirt. 1-0. Tressler grounded out and flied out. One-0. In the dirt again. 2-0. Tressler hits that left field. Long way, and that is out of play. So Tressler will head back to the batter's box with the 2-1 count. The 2-1. One hop to second. No throw attempt as I rolled all the way out of the grass. I'll count as a base hit for Tressler.
Now the Riptide were playing with a shift. Blake Evans was playing behind the second base bag. Just did not have enough time to be able to make the throw at first because the high chopper from Tressler. He had good speed going down the line.
Brings things up for Andy Garriola. First pitch is a swing and miss, trying to hit for the fences. 0-1. Struck out and flied out this evening.
And it was a deep fly out to right center field. Crosby was at the wall when he made the catch.
Lays that one off. Even count now, 1-1. 1-1. And he hits that to center, to right center. That ball gets down for a hit. Tressler to third. And he will be waved home. Garriola in safe. So Garriola hyped up, picking up his first hit of the evening, and he ties up the game with a no-out double.
We've seen Garriola show signs of power. You know, his last at-bat flied out deep to the wall and right. Now on a hard line drive into the right center gap. Split the outfielders, and Tressler with good speed easily came around to score. I think pretty much anyone could have scored from first base on that ball. It went, I think, all the way to the wall.
Yeah. First pitch to Tito Robles. It's that outside corner for a strike. 0-1. 1-for-2. Went 1-for-2 so far. The single and struck out in his last appearance. 0-1. Pops that foul out of play into the trees. The 0-2. Got him chasing that curve. So 2-3 out.
Now
Brings things up for Charlie Harrigan.
Number 10, Charlie Harrigan.
A good curveball from DeFilippi. Got Robles swinging at that one in the dirt. And Garriola wasn't able to advance. Aoki kept a good eye on him over at second.
First pitch is outside, 1-0. Harrigan walked and grounded out this last time up. Go ahead run on second, scoring position. So that pitch is low, 2-0. And that ball is going back, and Garriola would tie up easily in. As Peabody will grab the second, will grab that ball and toss it back in. Garriola now 90 feet away from gaining the lead back for the Saints.
It's a really good hack from Harrigan. Drove it all the way to the wall in left center field. Good opposite field hitting. Fortunately, just got too much air under it. Ball held up for Peabody to track that one down.
First pitch is to Matt Thomas. The catcher misses the strike zone, 1-0. Thomas is 2-0, 0 for 2 with a fly out and a pop out. Pitch hits the inside corner for a strike. Even count now, 1-1.
With the lefty on the mound, Garriola, before that last pitch, was kind of jumping down the line, trying to get DeFilippi to focus on something other than the batter.
In the dirt, 2-1. Good block by Oyoki.
Garriola may not have the best speed over at third base, but with such a big, wide backstop here at Jackie Robinson Field, Garriola can score easily on a wild pitch.
As Thomas swings and misses at that one. Even count now, 2-2. Thomas fouls that back. Remains a 2-2 count. The 2-2 lays off that curve. Full count now.
Let's go, 2-7.
Payoff pitch to Thomas. Lays off the high fastball. Ball 4. Men on corners now for the Saints. And Oscar Serratos coming up to bat.
Okay, let's move him in here, 3. Bring him in.
One for 2 with the single on a line out.
Serratos had been struggling on the season. That would be a perfect time to be able to get a base hit, and now you got 2 runs out on the bases.
Good jump by Thomas. The curve in the dirt gives him an easy steal right there to put himself in scoring position. 1-0. Grounds out to short. Matthews is there. Evans is there. And DeFilippi gets out of that one, but not before the Saints tie up the ball game with a deep double, RBI double from Garriola. We head to the top of the 7th. The score is tied 5 apiece. You're watching the Saints on YouTube Live, the official network of Arroyo Seco Baseball. And welcome back as we head to the top of the 7th inning. The Saints have a new pitching change here, making his Saints debut is number 42, Jeremy Taylor out of Cal Poly Pomona. And his junior, the incoming junior, this past season, he started 7 games and appeared in 11. He went 4-2 with a 6 ERA, he pitched in 45 innings, and also struck out 13.
The final line on Isaiah Ramos, 1 1/3 innings, 1 strikeout, no hits allowed, and also no runs allowed.
First pitch to Carson Matthews is outside. 1-0. Taylor will face the top of the order with Matthews, Peabody, and Ube. 1-1 now. One for 3 with a fly out, struck out. A first and a single. His last appearance, he also stole second and eventually scored. 2-1 now to Matthews. The 2-1 count. And Matthews hits that to left field, and that will get in for a hit over Serrato's head.
Now batting for the Riptide.
Matthews picks up his second hit on the evening.
Michael Peabody.
Brings things up for Michael Peabody.
Peabody picked up an RBI single back in the top of the 5th. It's a broken bat single up the middle.
First pitch is outside, 1-0. Peabody also struck out and doubled earlier this evening. The 1-0 runner goes, swings and misses that, but Thomas with the throw that just goes nowhere near second baseman, but good effort by Serratos to dive in front of that and avoid that getting into the outfield.
Thomas kind of looked like his throw was affected by Peabody, trying to swing on the hit and run, kind of fell across the plate. Got on Thomas's way a little bit.
Peabody picks up his second stolen base on the evening. Now in scoring position. As he hits that down. And a good effort, but that gets over Tressler's glove. Peabody would easily score. An easy triple. Excuse me. Matthews scored easy triple for
Now batting for
Peabody.
The Riptide. Center fielder, number 2, Connor Obi.
It's a good piece of hitting going the opposite way. Was able to split the outfielders. Got all the way to the wall. And Peabody, good speed, was hustling all the way around the bags in there for a stand-up triple.
First pitch to Ob. Misses 1-0. 0 for 3 with a line out, ground out, and a strikeout in his last appearance.
Obi came into the game batting .250 on the young season with 2 runs batted in. Got a chance for a third, only 90 feet away.
One and one to Obe. No outs. Misses high. 2-1. Peabody 90 feet away. Daniel Jung on deck. The 2-1. Pops that up, but that goes out of play behind the Riptide dugout. Even count now, 2 apiece. Taylor looking for that first out of the inning. 2-2 count. Try to get him, checks the swing. Full count now, 3-2. Lays off that breaking ball in the dirt. Payoff pitch. Fouls that back. Remains alive. Full count to Ob. No outs. Peabody at third. Payoff pitch coming. Swings and misses. Got him swinging with the high fastball. 1 down.
Now
Really good pitch
for
from
the
Taylor.
Riptide,
Climbed the ladder.
first baseman, number 11, Daniel
Got Obi
Jung.
swinging on that one.
Daniel Jung, the first baseman, up now for the Riptide. And hits that out of play. 0-1. Having himself a game with going 2 for 2 with the single home run and walked in this last at bat. Infield in. 1 out. The 0-1. Just misses outside. Even count now at 1-1. One and one. Fouls that out of play again. Brings things at 1-2. 1-2 count to Jung. Antone on deck. The 1-2. Fouls that back to our table. Count remains at 1-2.
And we've seen something like this earlier in the game with Jung fouling off multiple pitches. Although in the last at-bat, it resulted in a home run.
1-2. And he hits that to right. That ball was trailing away. Easy. And he was easy for right field, but Peabody easily scores. Races down from third and beats out the throw from Reyna. So Daniel Jung with a sac fly.
Now batting for the
Increases
Riptide,
the Riptide's lead to 7-5.
Andre Antone.
For Andre Antone, the third baseman. The single, double, fielder's choice.
Now on that sac fly, Reyna, the ball wasn't hit too deep, but with Reyna as a right-handed thrower running to his left, it's got to be a tough play to be able to get around and make a strong, accurate throw to Thomas at the plate. And I mean, it was strong enough, just a little bit too far up the line and off the plate.
And Anton nearly hits that down the line, but just called foul. Would have been extra bases for the third baseman, having been fair. 1-1 count to Anton. That ball is outside, 2-1. Two-one count. Just misses that inside corner. 3-1. A good hitter's count for Anton.
The entirety of the Saints dugout really wanted that call.
The 3-1. Chops that up to second. Quick little routine play. Allen is there. The Saints retire the Riptide, but not before they added 2 runs to break the lead. Heading into the bottom of the 7th inning for the Saints. The Riptide are up 7-5. You're watching the Saints on YouTube Live, the official network of Arroyo Seco Baseball.
David Reyna.
Bottom of the 7th inning with an interesting pitching change here is Andre Anton, the third baseman, is now on the mound. First pitch gets in for a strike. To David Reyna, the right fielder. Outside and low, 1-1. Even count now. 1-1. Low, 2-1. Anton pitched 1 inning so far this season. Threw 9 strikes, 4 balls. As he pops it to left field. One down.
Now batting for the Saints, center fielder, number 12, Christian Scott.
Peabody comes up with the catch. Back to the top of the lineup for the Saints. Christian Scott, the center fielder. Having himself a game 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a triple, but did get picked off twice while on base as he takes first pitch for a strike. 1-1. The 0-1. Low. Even count now. 1-1. One on one count. Gets that top glove and corner. 1-2. Saints looking to spark a little comeback here. Down 2. Bottom of the 7th. 1-2. Inside. Even count now. 2 apiece. Two count. Swings and misses the high fastball. 2 down.
Now batting for the Saints, second baseman.
Heavy diet of
Morgan
fastballs.
Allen.
Not at bat to Scott. Just could not catch up to that last high one.
Brings things up for Morgan Allen, the second baseman. 0 for 3 with a flyout, a strikeout, and a groundout. First pitch gets that inside corner at the knees. 0-1. The 0-1. Misses a little high. 1-1. Allen fouls that out of play. Temperature in Pasadena right now is 60, has dropped to 66. Clear sky, no breeze, and 1-2. Outside and gets away from Aoki, but no one's on. So 2-2 now to Allen.
It was one of the cooler days today. So far this week, a lot of the games have started around mid-high 80s. Thankfully today started in the mid-70s.
2-2, chops it back up to the tall Anton, tosses it over to Jung, and a 1-2-3 inning in his second inning of pitching on the season. So at the end of at the end of 7, we head to the top of the 8th. The Saints trailing 7-5. You're watching the Saints on YouTube Live, the official network of Arroyo Seco Baseball. And welcome back to Arroyo Seco Saints action. Top of the 8th inning, facing the Orange County Riptide. Jeremy Taylor out of Cal Poly Pomona enters his 2nd inning of work here. As that pitch is outside 1-0. Two and 0 count. To Chad Crosby, who's over 3 with 2 flyouts and a groundout. The 2-0. And Crosby hits that to right. Reyno will chase it down and get the easy routine play. 1 down.
Now batting.
Nice start to the inning for Jeremy Taylor after falling behind 2-0 to the first batter.
Connor Aoki.
Got Crosby to weakly pop that one up.
So Connor Aoki, the catcher, up now for the Riptide. First pitch to Aoki is in for a strike, 0-1. Aoki's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts and a hit by pitch. The 0-1 in the dirt. Even count now, 1-1. Taylor looking to get a clean inning here after struggling in his first inning of work, the 7th inning. And Aoki hits that deep. That ball is going back at the wall. And that bounces off the wall. Easy 1-out double for Aoki. Had there been a little more wind, that ball would have been probably out of the park.
Caleb Denny.
And Aoki hit it to the deepest part of the park. Oddly enough, it's the left field line. I think he also thought he got enough of it. He was kind of trotting down the first baseline. If he's hustling out of the box, he probably gets a triple out of it.
So Antonio Cruz at DH up now. First pitch is outside. 1-0. Actually is a pinch hitter for the Riptide. Takes that one for a strike. Caleb Denny, the third baseman. Redshirt freshman out of University of Arkansas. One and one inside. Count now at 2-1. Last night's action against the Academy Barons, Denny went 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Looking to bring home a run as he pops that up. Serratos is there with the catch. 2 down.
Now batting for the Riptide. Shortstop, number 15, Blake Evans.
Blake Evans, the shortstop, up now. Oh for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout that led to a little scuffle in his last appearance.
He and Isaiah Ramos shared a little heated exchange of words. Got the benches to empty just to make sure nothing went down.
Long look at second. The 0-1. Just low. Right, a little below the knees. 1-1 now.
Understandably giving a long look to second. Aoki has a big lead with Serratos and Allen playing well off the bag.
1-1. Outside. 2-1 count now to Evans. Carson Matthews on deck. 2-1. Fouls that behind.
One more, 4-2.
Sounded like it didn't hit anybody's car, or at least mine. Two and two count now to Evans. Fouls that out over the fence. No one was hit though. A lot of fans here bringing their little fur babies with them. A nice cool evening on a Friday night in Pasadena. 2-2 again. In the dirt, full count. Taylor looking to get out of this inning. Payoff pitch. It's a walk, and he throws it to third. It's Aoki took off, but in safely. Men on corners now.
Now batting for the Riptide.
For Matthews.
Third baseman, number 5, Carson.
Who was 2 for 4 with 2
Matthews.
singles, a flyout, and a strikeout. Also 2 stolen bases. A quick mound visit with Taylor and the rest of the infield. The Saints looking to end this homestand with a win before they take off to Santa Barbara tomorrow to face the Foresters. First pitch at 6 o'clock. So play will resume, and Matthews will step back into the batter's box. First pitch misses inside and low, 1-0. Yoki at third. Evans at first.
Come on, 4-2. Find the zone.
And he falls behind a little bit more. A 2-0. And that's balls way inside, 3-0. So Taylor falling behind quickly in the count. His velocity command struggling just a little bit this at bat.
Taylor really struggling with command his entire outing. 44 pitches thrown, half have gone for strikes, and the other half obviously been for balls.
As in a 4-pitch walk from Matthews loads the bases up. Bases loaded with two outs. And Michael Peabody, the pitching change here, so Taylor will be done for the evening. Quick little chit chat.
Ladies and
And
gentlemen,
the new
your
pitcher
attention,
for the
please.
Saints
There's a pitching change for the Saints. Now on the
is
mound,
number 25.
number 25.
Grant Young
Young from the University
from
of San
USF,
Francisco.
University of San Francisco. Grant Young, the sidearm thrower. Looking to get the final out of the 8th inning.
Grant Young has made one appearance on the season, pitched 2 innings, gave up 5 runs on 5 hits, walked 2 batters, and struck out 1. So looking to have a little bit different performance from his last outing.
I had the pleasure of speaking with him on air yesterday's game, and he mentioned how his go-to pitch is that breaking ball. As you can see right here, the curveball. When he gets in the zone, that's his go-to. That is definitely his go-to, and so he look for him to finish things off and trust his his curveball, as you can see with the sidearm approach and delivery. His breaking ball is a little more slower, which can fool a hitter if you're going with a fastball or a changeup and then you go back with the curve, or vice versa. As Young
Now batting
got his
for
final
Riptide,
pitch of warm-up
left
in.
fielder, number 36, Michael Peabody.
He will have to face the red-hot Michael Peabody. Lefty-lefty matchup. Peabody 3 for 4 with a strikeout, a double, a single, and a triple. Home run away from the Psycho. First pitch. Swings and misses. Looked like tried to get out of the way, sort of, but definitely got fooled there.
It really got tied up on that
Yeah.
pitch, probably looking for that off-speed pitch from Grant Young. Instead got the inside fastball.
So 0-1 to Peabody. And Peabody hits that to left. But Tressler takes a couple steps and is able to get that. So after a couple of pitches, Grant Young comes in and gets the job done. We're going to head to the bottom of the 8th, with the Saints still trailing 7-5. You're watching the Saints on YouTube Live, the official network of Arroyo Seco Baseball. Bottom of the 8th inning now for the Saints. Due up now with Tressler, Garriola, and Robles. Pitching change here for
Leading off for the Saints.
the Riptide.
Left fielder, number 37.
Number 35, Cole
Nolan
Samuels out of St.
Tressler.
Louis University.
The Riptide kind of switching things up on defense when Anton came in to pitch. Caleb Denny came in to play third base. And now with Anton not pitching anymore, they moved him back to third and moved Denny over to first base over Daniel Jung.
Samuels, the redshirt freshman, attended Jacera High School. As Tressler grounds out the second. Easy out. Matthews to Denny.
Now batting for the Saints.
Samuels from
Designated
high school
hitter,
played for the
number
25th
9,
ranked
Andy
prep team at Jacera,
Garriola.
which was ranked 25 in the country, had a 7-1 record with an ERA just under 1, and played in the Orange County All-Star game, and will face Andy Garriola, who hit the clutch game-tying double in his last at-bat. Takes a first pitch high, 1-0. The 1-0. And Garriola hits that hard, but out of play. 1-1. The 1-1. Swings and misses at that one. 1-2.
As we've seen all night, Garriola just putting a big swing on everything that he goes for.
Checks his swing. First base umpire said he did not go, so count will be even at 2-2. A 2-2. Chops that foul back into the Saints dugout. Count remains at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Fouls that back in the backstop. So Garriola fighting here, this at bat, staying alive. Robles on deck. The 2-2. Swings and misses. But that looked like to be a changeup. 2 down.
Now batting for the Saints. Third baseman, number 17.
Brings things up for Tito Robles, the third baseman. Who's 1 for 3, the single and 2 strikeouts. First pitch is outside. 1-0. The 1-0. Checks the swing, but goes through. Falls for that break, that fastball. Some movement down low. 1-1. The 1-1. Misses low. 2-1. 2-1. Misses low. 3-1. Good hitters count for Robles.
Peabody, pitch full side.
Three one. Swings and misses at that low fastball. Good pitch. Full count.
Good cut on the fastball. Also, a lot of the guys on defense shifting over more to the left side of the field. Robles likes to pull it.
That payoff pitch is fouled
1-7.
in front of the plate. Count remains at 3-2. Samuel's looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Payoff pitch. Fouls that back. Harrigan on deck. Base is empty. 2 outs. Payoff pitch coming. Swings and misses. Goes back with a cutter. And a 1-2-3 inning. 2 strikeouts. And a ground out. First Samuels. After the end of 8 innings, we're going to head to the top of the 9th. The Riptide still up 7-5. You're listening to the Saints on YouTube Live, the official network of Arroyo Seco Baseball.
Riptide, center fielder.
Top of the 9th
number
inning
2,
now for the Orange
Connor
County Riptide,
Obi.
leading 7-5. Grant Young for the Saints back on the mound. He will face Obe, Jung, and Anton. First pitch is fouled back. 0-1 now. Nice cool night here in Pasadena. Good crowd. Obe fouls that off again. 0-2.
Well, with Jung now out of the lineup, being replaced defensively, Riptide are going to go with Dylan Rock on deck.
Misses outside. Misses away, excuse me. 1-2. The 1-2. Obe hits that to mid-center right field. Renas there with the catch. 1 down.
Now batting for the Riptide, number 22, Dylan Rock.
Dylan Rock up now. replacing Daniel Jung in the lineup. Rock hitting .400 with 6 RBIs as he takes that one outside. 1-0. 6 RBIs and 12 hits and 30 at-bats. Excuse me. 12 hits and 30 at-bats. 9 singles, 3 doubles, 9 walks, and 8 stolen bases. It's also good contact hitting along with good speed. As he faces a 2-0 count to Young. The 2-0 fouls that back out of play. Still up 2-1. Anton, the third baseman, on deck.
Rock is the Riptide's leader in batting average. He's been batting .400 through the first 9 games.
Pops that up. And Harrigan able to track that down for the second out.
Now batting for the Riptide, number 30, Andre Antone.
Brings things up for Andre Anton, the third baseman and pitcher. Two for 4 with a single, double, fielder's choice, and a ground out. Just takes that pitch. Low, 1-0. And on the mound, went 1 inning, gave up no hits, runs, struck out 3. That's Young falls behind again, 2-0.
Antone been doing it all for the Riptide this evening.
A 2-0. Gets that in there for a strike. 2-1. Trying to have himself a 1-2-3 inning. Two and 1. Anton hits that to center. Right to Scott, who will have that easy play. And a 1-2-3 inning for Grant Young. Saints looking looking for a spark, a late inning spark. Here with only at least 3 outs to get it done here at the bottom of the 9th. We're going to take a quick little break with the Saints still trailing 7-5. You're watching the Saints on YouTube Live, the official network of Arroyo Seco Baseball. bottom of the ninth here with a final chance for the Saints. Do some damage. Charlie Harrigan up to lead things off. First pitch is outside, 1-0. A new pitcher on the mound for the Riptide. Number 10, Wesley Scott out of Vanderbilt University. 2-0, Scott out of Riverside, California, Inland Empire native. Attended Woodcrest Christian High School, who was ranked number 269 for the 2019 draft, as he falls behind here with 3-0 to Harrigan.
Scott will be attending Vanderbilt next season.
As he works a 4-pitch walk to Harrigan.
Now batting for the Saints.
Getting a little
Catcher,
taste of
number
collegiate action
27,
here in the summer.
Matt
Good way to
Thomas.
prepare yourself before you head off to college in the fall. So 1 on for Matt Thomas, the catcher, who's 0 for 2 with the fly out, pop up, and a walk that takes that pitch for a strike. So 5 straight balls for the young Scott. Game tying run at the plate. And Thomas
really just has to be sitting one pitch in one location, because Scott has started the inning off with 5 balls.
throws his first strike there at the inside corner. 1-1. One and two now, Scott. So after 5 straight balls, Scott gets himself in the lead. The 1-2 count to Thomas. Quick little discussion here
Come on, 2-7.
between the Yoki
Here.
and Scott. Count remains at 1-2 to Thomas, the catcher out of Harvard College. Harrigan at first, no outs. Serrato's on deck. 1-2 in the dirt. Good block by Aoki. Even count now, 2-2. Good eye by Thomas. Full count. Works himself a full count after falling behind 1-2. Harrigan doesn't go. Thomas hits at the third. Throws a second for 1. And Thomas grounds out into a 6-4, 5-4-3 double
Now
play.
batting for the Saints, shortstop number 3, Oscar
That's
Serratos.
exactly what you don't want to see if you're a fan of the Saints or over in the Saints dugout. Had some momentum to start the inning, and it's all gone thanks to that double play.
And Serratos quickly grounds it to short. throws across to Denny for the final out, and that will do it. So Scott picks up his first save now of his collegiate career during the summer here, as he falls back after falling behind throwing straight 5 balls.
And
Gets
that's
3
your
quick
ball game.
outs. And that will do it.
Saints 5,
At the end,
Riptide
final score of the
7.
game, Riptide
Ladies
7,
and gentlemen,
Saints
thank you for attending
5.
tonight's Arroyo
The
Seco
Riptide will
Saints
have a
game.
day off before they
Our
travel
next
to Santa
home
Barbara
game will
to
be
take on
Tuesday,
the Foresters on
June
Sunday.
18th
As for the Saints,
against Ventura
this will
County.
end their
Game
homestand
time will be at
and will
6:05 p.m.
head to
We hope to see
Santa
you
Barbara
next time,
tomorrow
but
evening
now,
for a 6 o'clock
good night and drive
matchup.
home safe.
It was an exciting back and forth game tonight. Unfortunately, the Riptide just got the better of the Saints. Had a couple key moments later on in the ball game, able to come up with some clutch base hits. I mean, David Reyna for the Saints with the big blow of the night. Had a grand slam early on in the game in the bottom of the second. But unfortunately, Saints couldn't really get much else going, only scored 1 more run after that. Unlike the Riptide, who were able to string together a few innings, getting a few runs on the board.
Game season still early for the Saints, as they will as they end this. Fortunately, they end this game, this homestand, with a loss. However, they will look to continue play as they once again head to Santa Barbara tomorrow evening, in which they beat the Foresters yesterday's action. So still early. Over the Arroyo Saints, Seco Saints fall to 4-4 overall. Orange County Riptide improved to 5-3. This has been some California Collegiate League action tonight from Jackie Robinson Field in Pasadena, California. I'm Nicola Rojo, alongside Mitchell the fourth. Have a good evening. Stay cool. Well, I guess in this case, stay warm or cool if you're in Southern California, wherever you're at. Have a great Friday night or Saturday morning, or depending on your location. And tune in to tomorrow's action. We'll be back for tomorrow's broadcast. Tomorrow's broadcast, 6 o'clock. Have a good night.